Namaste. Welcome, my friends. Thank you for being here with me today. Let's go ahead and begin in a nice, comfortable seat. Please sit on your blanket or your blocks if you have one, or even a cushion. And as you plant your sits bones down, lift your spine nice and long so that the crown of your head reaches up towards the sky. Allow the palms to rest comfortably on your knees. Close your eyes for just a moment. And just drop in. Check in with your heart. See what your mood is today. Check in with your body. See what the sensations are in the body. There may be areas of tension or contraction. There may be areas of spaciousness and softness. Check in with your breath. Notice what your breath is like today, this moment. Notice if it's shallow or deep. There's no need to change anything. We're just noticing, like we're becoming true scientists to our own bodies. And then as you blink your eyes open, take your left hand next to your body. If you have a block, you can put your left hand on your block, reach the right arm up. Inhale, reach out of the waist, and then exhale, fold to the left. As you fold to the left, pause here for a moment. Take your right fingertips on your right shoulder, and then just do gentle rotations of that shoulder in the shoulder socket. You can go the opposite direction. And then reach that right arm up and above. You can put your hand on your head. Maybe you'd like to come down a little bit more. Maybe bring the elbow down, but make sure that you're not lifting that right hip off the ground. So lift the elbow up, stretch out that right side. And inhale, gently press yourself up. Put your block to the opposite side, or if you don't have a block, you can just pile up a bunch of pillows or blankets here. Take your right hand on that block, you reach the left arm up, and exhale, fold over to the right. And as you do, pause here for just a moment. Notice what's happening in that left side. Bring your fingertips on top of your left shoulder, and you can just do nice little rotations. Go your own range of motion, please. Try not to force beyond your range of motion, and then reverse it if you like to. Just feel what's happening in that shoulder today, and then reach the left arm up. And if you like to, you can see if you want to bring that right elbow down. And if you bring the elbow down, please notice that left hip wants to lift off the ground. Don't let it. So if you feel like the left hip is lifting up, just come back on your hand, please. Take a nice deep breath here. Exhale it out. And then gently press yourself all the way up. Take your arms out to the side, palms are open. Inhale, reach the arms all the way overhead. Exhale, turn the palms down and reach down. And let's do this 2 more times. Inhaling, reach up. Exhale, and lower the arms down. And once again, inhale, reach up. And exhale, lower the arms down. And then this time, as you reach the fingertips up, pause here. Bring your hands together, interlace the fingers. You can turn the palms away from the top of your head. Soften the shoulders down your back. Notice if the shoulders are coming up to the ears, can you soften the shoulders down? And then press the hands away up towards the ceiling. Again, if this doesn't feel good on your shoulders, just soften the elbows down. So really be mindful of what your shoulders are feeling like. The shoulder complex is very vulnerable, so we want to make sure we take care of it. Exhale, lower the arms down, take your hands behind you, maybe interlace the fingers, maybe you just want to grab opposite elbows, and then just lift the chest up. Bring your chin down towards your chest. Feel that nice opening across your upper chest. And then gently release your hands. Take your right hand to your left knee. You can take your left hand on top of a block next to you or just on fingertips. And it doesn't have to be your deepest twist ever, but you just want to kind of gently turn the sternum towards the left knee. Take your gaze over the left shoulder if that feels good on your neck. And then unwind, bring your torso back to the center. Take your left hand to your right knee, right fingertips either on top of a block or on your mat. Inhale, lift the spine, exhale, a nice little twist. It doesn't have to be so deep. Take your gaze over the right shoulder if that feels good. See that with each inhalation, you can lift the spine, and each exhalation, you can turn and twist. And then coming all the way back to the center, uncross your ankles and put the other ankle in front, please. Sit tall once again. If you are using a block, take that block in front of you. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, bring your hands on top of the block. If you don't have a block, you can just pile up a bunch of pillows or just bring your hands on the floor. The intention of this is so that you lengthen the spine and send the tailbone back and up behind you. So try not to round the back to come down. Okay, the block comes in handy because it raises the ground so you can lift the chest. And we just want to really continue to lifting the chest up. You can come down as far as you want to go, as long as your spine is nice and long. So you can even come down to your elbows if that feels good, but make sure the spine stays long. And then gently drop the head down, bring the chin to your chest. And then go ahead and lift yourself back up. Put that block to the side. So for today's practice, we're going to do a nice, gentle, kind of level 1 flow. If you feel like you want to go a little bit faster or add on a little bit more, please feel free to do that. I'm just going to do a nice, easy level flow for everyone. But again, if you feel like you want to go in a handstand and you know how to do that, please, by all means. It's your practice, so do whatever feels good for you. Bring your hands to the top of your mat. Come into tabletop pose, please. And as you come into your tabletop pose, make sure your joints are stacked. So make sure the shoulders are right above your wrist and hips are right above the knees. We're going to do some cat-cows here. So inhale, lift the chest up, send the tailbone up, and then notice if you lifted the head first. I want you to see if you can keep the chin down, continue to lift the chest up, and then you can lift the head up and look forward. Exhale, bring your chin to your chest, begin to round your back, pull the belly in, tuck the tail, tuck the tailbone, and tuck the chin. And 2 more times, inhale. First send the tailbone up, and then arch your back, and lift the chest up, and then lift the head up. And exhale, bring your chin to your chest, tuck the chin, and then slowly begin to round the back, pull the belly in, tuck the tailbone. So your spine moves in a wave-like motion. Inhale, lift the chest, send the tailbone up. Exhale, bring the chin down to your chest, round the back, pull the belly in, tuck the tail. Let's do one last time. Inhale, send the tailbone up. Slowly begin to arch your back. Lift the chest, lift the head up. Exhale, drop the head down, tuck the chin. Start to round your upper back, mid back, low back, tuck the tail, and then bring the spine to neutral. Inhale, send that left leg back behind you, tuck the left toes under as you lift the chest up. And exhale, begin to round the back, and then swivel on that right knee, bring the inside edge of the left foot down. Inhale, come back to the center, lift the chest up. Exhale, as you round the back, come to the outside edge of the left foot. Bring that outside edge of the left foot down. So we're going to go side to side like this. Inhale to the center. Exhale, enter to the inside edge of the left foot. Inhale to the center. Exhale to the outside edge of the left foot. If you like to, you can add your left arm. So bring the inside edge of the left foot and reach the left arm up. So you come into a side plank. And then exhale, lower the left hand down, bring the outside edge of the left foot and reach the right arm up. So move 2 more times like this. Inhale to the center. Exhale, inside edge of the left foot, reach the left arm up. Exhale, come back to the center. Inhale, center. Exhale, in outside edge of the left foot, reach the right arm up. And down to the center. Last one. Inhale, center. Inside edge of the left foot, reach the left arm up. Exhale, down. Inhale, center. Exhale, outside edge of the left foot, reach the right arm up. And then come back to the center, bring that left knee down, please. Inhale, extend the right leg back behind you, tuck the right toes under. Now we're going to do it again the same way here. So inside edge of the left foot comes down, and then outside edge of the left foot, right foot comes down, excuse me. So we're on the right side, inside edge of the right foot, and outside edge of the right foot. And then if you like to, you can add the arm. So as you bring the inside edge of the right foot, you can lift the right arm up. Exhale, lower down, come back to the center. Inhale and bring the outside edge of the right foot and reach the left arm up. And then move like this with your own breath, side to side. Inhale, reach the arm up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, center, and then reach the left arm up. Exhale, lower down. Last one. Inhale, bring the inside edge of the right foot. Right arm reaches up towards the ceiling. Lower all the way down. Inhale in the center. Exhale, outside edge of the right foot comes down. Lift the left arm up. And then come back to the center once again. Inhale. Extend the left leg back behind you. This time, can you reach the right arm forward into bird dog? Pause here for a moment. Engage the core, reach in opposite direction. Notice if you're dumping in your low back, can you engage the core, lifting the navel to the spine and reaching the right arm forward, left leg back. And then lower everything down. Inhale, send the right leg back behind you, reaching the left arm forward, bird dog on this side. Again, check in with your belly button, make sure it's lifted up towards the spine. Reach in opposite directions, and then exhale and lower down. Let's do this side to side. Inhale, right arm forward, left leg back. Exhale and down. Inhale, left arm forward, right leg back. Exhale and lower. And one more time. Inhale, right arm forward, left leg back. And exhale, down. Inhale, left arm forward, right leg back. And exhale, down. And then take it all the way to child's pose. Bring your hips towards your heels as you bring your forehead down towards the floor. Pause here for a moment. Inhale, lift the torso back up, come back into your tabletop pose. Inhale, send the left leg back behind you. Exhale, step the left foot in between your hands. If you're using the blocks, which I highly recommend, bring the blocks with you. If you're not, that's okay. You don't need them. You can have your fingertips on the floor. So come into a low lunge first, runner's lunge. Lift the chest up, and then exhale. Take your hips back to your heel as you flex the left toes. And 2 more times. Inhale and come into a lunge. Drop the hips down. Exhale. Take your hips back to your heel as you flex the left toes. And once again, inhaling, moving forward into your low lunge. Lift the chest. Exhale, take your hips back to your heel. Come into your Ardha Hanumanasana, half split. Once you come here, if you're using a block, bring the blocks with you so you can lift the torso up, flex the left toes. Inhale, lift the chest, and then exhale, lower the left toes down towards the floor. Inhale, lift the toes back towards the shin. And exhale, lower the toes down towards the floor. Once again, inhale, lift the toes up. Exhale, lower the toes down. And then this time as you lift the toes up, take the outside edge of the foot down, come back to the center and inside edge of the foot. And 2 more times, outside edge of the foot comes down and center and inside edge. And then last one, outside edge of the foot and inside edge of the foot. And then come back to the center, bend that left knee deep, take your blocks to the top of your mat and step the left knee back. Inhale, send that right leg up and back. Exhale, step the right foot in between your hands. Coming into your low lunge, drop the hips down, but keep the core engaged the whole time. And exhale, take your hips back to your left heel as you come into half split Ardha Hanumanasana. 2 more times. Inhaling, having the blocks really help you here because it raises the floor so you can play with the hips a little bit deeper. Inhale, bend that right knee, come down to a low lunge. Exhale, take your hips back to Ardha Hanumanasana, half split. Pause. Bring the blocks with you, flex the right foot. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lower the right toes down towards your mat and tap. Inhale, flex the foot, flex the toes towards your right shin, and exhale and tap your toes down. And once again, inhale, lift the toes up towards the shin, and exhale, tap the toes down. And then come back to the center. Now bring the outside edge of the right foot down, and then back to the center and inside edge of the right foot. And then 2 more times on your own. Inhale, outside edge of the right foot. Exhale, center. Inhale, inside edge of the right foot. And once again, inhale, lift the toes up. Exhale, outside edge of the right foot. And then coming back to the center and inside edge. And then bend that right knee. Come back into your runner's lunge and step the right foot back. Inhale, send that left leg back. Exhale, step the left foot in between your hands once again. Inhale, drop the hips down into your runner's lunge. And then lift the hands off your block or your mat and bring the hips up. So what I mean by that is you're going to lift the torso up so that the hips are right on top of the right knee. Reach the arms up into your low lunge. If you need to pad under that right knee, by all means, go for it. Reach the arms up, low lunge, inhale. And then exhale, take your elbows out to the side and twist your torso over to the left. Inhale, come back up to the center, reach the arms up, bring your hands to your hips, swivel on that right knee. So my right foot is gonna come behind my right knee. And then take the left elbow on top of the left knee, reach the right arm up and over. So this is a modification of extended side angle pose on your knee. Take a nice deep breath in. As you pause here, can you soften that right shoulder down, reach the right arm all the way up, and then see if you want to bend deeper into that knee, getting a deeper stretch. Inhale, come back up to the center, reach both arms up. Exhale, reach your arms out into warrior two. As you are on your knee, you can look down and make sure that that left knee is aligned with the left middle toe. Reach the arms out and then take your gaze over to the left fingertips. Turn the left finger up, reach back behind you, reverse your warrior. Inhale, 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 inhale. And then exhale, circle your hands all the way down to your blocks or your mat and step the left knee back. Inhale, reach the right leg back behind you. Exhale, step the right foot in between your hands. Inhale, drop the hip down in your runner's lunge. Exhale, lift your hands off your block, come all the way up to your low lunge. So as you bring your hips back, you'll notice a deeper stretch in that front of the quadricep, the thigh muscle here. Inhale, pause here. Exhale, take your elbows out to the side into goal pose or cactus arms. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, twist over to the right. Inhale, pause here, and then come back to the center. Bring your arms back up, and then bring your hands to your hips. Swivel on that left knee, and you're gonna bring that right elbow on top of the right knee as you reach the left arm up and over into extended side angle variation on your knee. Inhale, pause, exhale, take it all the way back up, reach both arms up, and then reach your arms out to the side in your warrior two on your left knee. Take your gaze over to the right fingertips, turn the palm up, and inhale, reach back behind you, reverse your warrior, stretch it back so you feel that stretch in your right side, and exhale, circle your hands down to the floor or on your blocks and step the right knee back. Let's do one more thing and then we're gonna get up on our feet. Inhale, extend the left leg back. Exhale, step the left foot in between your hands. Inhale, come up to your low lunge. Exhale, swivel on that right knee, warrior two. Turn the left palm up. Inhale, reach back behind you, reverse your warrior. Exhale, left elbow on top of the left knee, extended side angle pose. Pause here for a moment and then come all the way back up to the ceiling. Inhale, reaching both arms up. Exhale, begin to extend that left leg and take it into gate pose, reaching both arms over to the left. You can lower the left hand on your left shin, reach the right arm up and over. Inhale. And then taking both arms all the way up towards the sky again. Take your right hand down to the floor next to you and lift the left leg up into your Ardha Chandrasana or half moon pose on your knee. So if you pause here for a moment, you'll notice that your front torso, the front side of your body, is aligned or parallel with the long side of your mat. You want to remember this when we get on our feet. Inhale, come back all the way up. Bend that left knee back into your warrior two, and then circle your hands back down to your mat or your blocks and step the left knee back. Inhale, send that right leg back. Exhale, step the right foot in between your hands. Inhale, let the hips melt as you lift the chest up, and then lift the arms all the way up into your low lunge. Exhale, swivel on that left knee, take your arms out to the side, warrior two. Turn the right palm up, reach back behind you, reverse your warrior. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Exhale, bring your right elbow on top of the right knee as you reach the left arm up into your extended side angle pose on the knee. Inhale, here, pause. And then you're gonna take your arms all the way up again. Stretch out that right leg. Inhale and exhale into gate pose as you reach both arms towards the opposite wall. Maybe you like to bring that right hand on your shin and stretch out the left side. Inhale, coming all the way back up. Full breath in. Exhale, lower the left hand down to the floor next to you. Lift the right leg up into your Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Again, notice that your torso is parallel to the long side of your mat. So most of the time as we come into our Ardha Chandrasana, I see a lot of students folding forward this way. I want you to see if you can rotate the torso up. So this is a no, like this. So we want to rotate the torso up so that the body, the torso and the legs, as they're lifted, they're parallel to the long side of the mat. And then slowly begin to press yourself all the way up. Come back into your warrior two, bending that right knee, and circle your hands down to the floor and step the right foot back. So we're gonna move through what is called vinyasa. And this is really important that we learn this the correct way so we don't injure ourselves. So plant your hands down, please. Spread your fingers wide apart from each other and press the meaty part of your hands, the base of your hands, on the floor. Tuck your toes under And then inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale as you pull the belly in. Initiate the movement from your belly and lift the knees off the ground and then press back into your downward facing dog. As you come into your down dog, a couple of things I'd like you to pay attention to. Keep the knees bent, so that allows you to lift the spine longer and lift the sits bones up towards the sky. Drop the head down so that your ears are parallel to your biceps. A lot of times I notice people's head are lifted up. Can you drop the head down and just have your ears be next to your biceps? You can keep the heels lifted up, that's completely okay. You can straighten the knees and bring the heels down only if you can keep the spine long. So if you feel like you have to round your back or tuck your tail under to do that, please keep the knees bent and lift the sits bones up towards the sky. Take a nice deep breath here, exhale, and then walk your feet all the way to your hands. Keep your weight on your hands, walk your feet all the way to your hands. Now again, keep your knees bent, and then lift the chest halfway so that your torso is parallel to the floor. And then exhale and fold forward in Uttanasana, forward fold. Bring your hands to your hips, please. Press through the bottom of both feet to come all the way up to standing. If you can, please come up with a straight spine. So you're at the top of your mat. Keep your feet hip width apart, please. And then sit as if you're sitting in a chair or a stool behind you. So you're really gonna stick your bum out and imagine there's a little stool behind you. Now reach the fingertips forward, palms are open. Reach with your little pinkies, chair pose. Raise the arms only if you can lift the chest up. Inhale, and if that feels good on your shoulders, you can look straight ahead as you lift the chest. And then exhale and fold forward. Keep the knees bent, please. Inhale, halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Step your left foot back, right foot back, come to plank pose, top of the push-up. Again, can you spread your fingers wide apart from each other so that you can see the mat in between your fingers. Now bring your knees down, bring your chest down, and you bring your chin down. Bring your legs together so as if you have one leg together behind you. As you press your hands down, lift the chest up into Cobra. As you lift the chest up, notice my shoulders are not coming up to the ears. The shoulders are down the back, and you're lifting the chest up using the back muscles. Really, really important. Inhale. Exhale, tuck your toes under. Press back to tabletop pose. Lean your hips back, hover the knees off the ground, and then come back into your downward facing dog. Make a nice deep full inhalation. Remember all the alignments in your down dog. So bend the knees, lift the heels. Your ears are aligned with the biceps. And then as you exhale, step the left foot in between your hands. So as you come into your runner's lunge, spin that right foot flat. And although the classical pose is left heel and heel to heel alignment, I want you to separate your feet wider apart from each other so that you heel to that left foot out to the left a little bit so you're not standing on a tightrope. Press through the bottom of the left foot and lift the torso up. Bend that left knee a little bit deeper, making sure that left knee is aligned with the left middle toe, and then reach the arms up into your warrior one. Press through the outside edge of the right foot. Take a nice deep breath in, and then open up into your warrior two. What does that mean to you? That means to me that I need to step my right foot out a little bit. Now I can align my left heel with my right inner arch and reach the arms up. Take a look down, make sure that your left knee is aligned with the left middle toe, and then notice what's happening with that right arm. Everybody always forgets about that back hand. So really energize both hands, reach out from the heart, and then notice if your torso is leaning forward or leaning back, can you bring your torso right on top of your hips? Now turn the left palm up, reverse your warrior, reach back behind you, inhale, and exhale, come into extended side angle pose, just like we did on our knee. Reach the right arm up and over. Press through the outside edge of the right foot. Can you straighten that right knee out? And then reach through the right fingertips. Take a nice deep breath here. Take your right hand to your right hip. Take your gaze down to your left toes. And then your left fingertips either go in front or to the side of the left little pinky, or you can take your hands on a block. Slowly begin to heel toe that right foot closer to your left foot. And then you can hover the right leg up into Ardha Chandrasana. Again, we did this in our knees. So remember, the torso is parallel to the long side of your mat. If you feel like it and it feels good, you can reach the right arm up. Inhale, and then bend the left knee deep. Land on your right foot to the back of your mat. Come back into your warrior two. And circle your hands down to the floor and step the left foot back, downward facing dog. So let's try this on the other side. Inhale, exhale, step the right foot in between your hands. Heel toe that right foot out to the right, spin the left foot flat. As you press down through that right foot, lift the torso up, come to warrior one pose. Reach the arms up. Again, check in with that back leg. Can you press through the outside edge of the left foot? Lift the arms up. Inhale. Exhale. Now you can open into warrior two and extend your stand as wide as you need to go. Bend deeper into that right knee. Take a look down. Make sure the right knee is aligned with the right toe. And then notice what's happening with that back wing. Can you really stretch out from the heart? Right palm reaches back behind you. Reverse your warrior. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Exhale, extended side angle pose. Right elbow on top of the right knee as you extend the left arm up and over. Press through the outside edge of the left foot. So one strong line of energy all the way in the left side body. Now take your gaze down to your right toes. You're going to take your left hand to your left hip. And then either your right hand on a block in front or to the side of the right little toe, or on the floor. And then heel toe the left foot closer to your right foot, and then lift the left leg up into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Only if it feels good, reach the left arm up. Your body is again parallel to what? The long side of the mat. Good. Now bend the right knee deep, reach your left foot to the back of your mat, come back into your warrior two, and then circle your hands down to the earth and step the right foot back. So here is where you can do your vinyasa. If you do not want to do your vinyasa, you can come down to child's pose, or you can come to top of the push-up with me, and then drop the knees down, your chest down, your chin down, and roll your chest open into cobra. Lift the chest up and exhale. We're all going to go to child's pose. So bring the forehead down on the floor. You can stack your hands and rest your forehead on top of your stacked hands. Breathe into your low back. Exhale it out. And then gently go ahead and have a seat. So those poses that we did are really the foundation of a lot of other poses. You can build on those poses and do different, fun and funky stuff. But to really get a sensation of your groundedness in warrior one, warrior two, in high lunge, low lunge, and also Ardha Chandrasana give you the ability to build on that. So really practice this over and over till you really feel confident. Take your right leg out to the right, bring that left heel in. Take your hands to your rib cage and turn your torso towards the right knee. Take your right hand next to you, reach the left arm up. Inhale, flex the right toes, and then begin to reach towards your right toes, and then lower the hands down. So you're framing that right leg with both hands. Press down to lift the chest up, and then exhale, begin to lengthen the spine down towards the knee. You can drop the head down if you like to, but really again, think about sending the tail back behind you. As opposed to rounding the back to come forward, I want you to think about lifting the heart up and then folding forward. And pause here for a moment. Inhale. And exhale. And then gently press yourself all the way up. Bring that right foot in. Extend the left leg out to the side. Take your hands to your ribs. Turn your torso towards the left, flex the left toes. Put your left hand next to your body, right arm reaches up. Inhale and exhale, begin to reach towards your right toes. And then wherever your hands land, this is exactly where you want to stay. So press and lift the chest up. And exhale, you can fold forward towards your left leg. Again, it doesn't really matter if your forehead touches the knee or not. But really, I want you to think about lengthening the spine, sending the tail back, and then eventually you can come down a little bit deeper. But you're doing it in a very safe way for your spine. So you're not tweaking anything, you're not forcing your body to do anything it doesn't want to do. And then in this way, you can practice yoga till you're 100 years old, or be able to pick up your kids or grandkids or luggage overhead. So really the point of yoga is to keep your body flexible, not to injure it in any way so that you can't do any of all those fun things. So now please bring the soles of your feet together. Sit tall, grab your ankles. Inhale, lift the chest up, and then exhale. Again, think about the belly button coming forward as opposed to rounding the back. So always think about, how am I going to make my spine a little bit longer as opposed to, should I round back and reach deeper? Nice deep inhale and exhale. And then gently lift the torso up with the help of your hands. Bring your knees together, please. Put your feet flat on the floor and come all the way down on your back. And we're going to do some bridge poses, set to Bandhasana. So I want you to bring your heels a little bit closer to your buttocks. And put your feet so that they're hip width apart. Your knees and your feet are parallel to each other. Just note that the toes are not turned out, okay? So knees and the toes are parallel to each other, and it's almost like you're on train tracks. Your arms are next to you, palms are open. Take a nice deep breath in, lift the hips off the ground, and as you press through the bottom of both feet, allow the hips to come up, and see if you can melt the rib cage down while you lift the hips up. Just try that. Melt the rib cage down and lift the hips up. So this is your bridge pose. We're going to stay here for a count of 3, 2, and last one. And slowly begin to lower down one vertebrae at a time. Let's do that one more time. Inhale. Press to the bottom of both feet. Lift the hips up. And as you lift the hips up, can you soften your belly down? And then notice if your hips, if you're squeezing the buttocks, can you keep the glutes soft and really use your back and hamstrings and the rectus femoris muscles, your quadriceps, to lift the hips up. Now here, if you have the flexibility, you can bring your hands underneath you, interlace the fingers, but really press the little pinkies down on the floor if you were interlacing the fingers. And continue to lifting the hips up. This time we're holding it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And slowly release the feet down. Windshield wiper your knees side to side, please. And then take that right ankle on top of the left knee. We're going to do figure four. So bring the left foot off the ground. For a lot of us, this is good enough. You already feel a stretch in the right hip. Maybe some of you would like to pick up the left foot off the ground, interlace the fingers around that left shin, and then pause here. Close your eyes. This is a really great stretch for the piriformis on that right side. Flex the feet, please. And then energetically press that right knee away from the right shoulder as you bring the left knee closer to your shoulder. So I'll say that again. Bring the left knee closer to your shoulder as you press the right knee away from the shoulder. Breathe into that right hip. Exhale it out. And then lower the left foot down, lower the right foot down. Take the left ankle on top of the right knee. And if this is good enough for you, you already feel a straight, stay here. Otherwise, pick up that right foot, interlace the fingers around the right hamstring, bring the right knee towards your chest as the left knee presses away. And breathe into that left hip. Flex both feet. Breathe into whatever tension you're feeling. And then nice and slowly release that right foot down, left foot down. And bring both knees to your chest. Hug your knees in. You can rock a little bit side to side. And then just drop your knees over to the left. And you can reach the right arm above your head into your nice twist. So really let your breath be natural. Breathe into that right side. You can turn your gaze over to the right if that feels good on your neck. Inhale, come back to the center, untwist, and then drop your knees over to the right as you reach the left fingertips above your head, stretching out your armpits, your intercostal muscles in between the ribs. Turn your gaze over to the left if that feels good. And inhale, come back to the center once again. Bring both knees to your chest. Give yourself a tight squeeze. Hug your knees in. Lift the head and shoulders up. You can rock a little bit side to side or rock up and down your spine. And then as you're ready, my dear friends, come into your final pose, Shavasana. So extend the legs out on your mat. Take space. So get your feet wide apart from each other, toes are out, away from each other, palms are open, arms are next to your body. Close your eyes. Draw the chin a little bit closer to your chest so that the back of your neck is long. Let your head get really heavy, the back of your shoulders getting heavy on your mat. Your hips getting soft. Let them spread out on your mat. Let your heels get heavy on your mat. And then your breath is completely natural. There's no need to control your breath. There's no need to do anything in this point. Just allow yourself to rest and relax. We all need these moments of rest and digest. So really take quick rest all throughout the day, even if it means just sitting there for a few moments and not doing anything. We have this society or community that shames us for taking breaks or pauses or resting. So we need to establish a new culture of allowing ourselves to rest, giving ourselves permission to rest. You need to pause any moment throughout the day. Please take care of those moments. Take care of yourself. Gently begin to deepen your breath. Draw one knee to your chest and then the other knee to your chest. Notice which nostril you're breathing out a little bit easier. Roll over to that side and pause for a moment. Give yourself the opportunity to pause. And then press yourself up to a comfortable seat, please. Bringing your hands to the heart center. I bow down to all of you for creating this time and space to take care of yourself. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you through your practice today. Namaste.